Hey, what's going on, folks? It's Jay Will here again at Veteran Nerd Review. Get ready to give you guys the Marvel Legends review on the Marvel Legends Zemnu Build-A-Figure Waves Dormamu, the Lord slash ruler of the Dark Dimension. Man, he's a pretty cool figure. Looks awesome to me. I definitely think he captures what Dormammu looked like in the older comics in his first appearances and whatnot with Doctor Strange. So let's go ahead and take him off the stand here. Guys, if you can, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Like if you can, so that way you guys, and hit the notification bell, of course, so that way you guys be looped in on any possible future videos I have coming down the pipeline, and so that way you guys can be in the know of the raffle program I'm getting ready to start for you guys, a raffle deal, so that way you guys can be aware or knowledgeable of any possible future figures that you guys have a great opportunity or chance at winning. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Look at the packaging real fast. The pretty standard, or by now old school, retro packaging of the Marvel Legends with the big window front right there. Marvel supervillains. Dormammu. There's some nice artwork right there on the side. Same artwork reflected on the other side. That's the wave right there of the figures. You want to know who you need to get to build this Build-A-Figure. That's Dormammu or Zemnu right there. That's a bigger blown up image of the character right there. Got a nice little read up. You guys want to read it? Go ahead and pause it now. And other than that, not a whole lot else going on for the package. Put that to the side. Let's go ahead and bring it a little bit closer for you guys. Straighten my camera a little bit. Let's go ahead and do some quick comparisons. Gonna bring in so far the figures, the only figures I've reviewed so far from this wave. I believe it's almost all of them. I might have two more left. We have the Marvel Legends Red Skull right here. We have Lady Deathstrike. Oops. Party Foul. We're standing back up here. We have God Doom. And we have the Hood, whose hood does not really fit him very well. But yeah, that's the entire wave that I have reviewed so far. There's a few more, I believe. There's two more figures, and then of course the Build-A-Figure that I'll be getting to in a little bit. Yeah, go ahead and bring these guys back out. There we go. Camera refocus finally. And let's go ahead and put him next to his arch nemesis and rival in the normal dimension, or 616, and various other dimensions. We have Doctor Strange classic version. And I have not reviewed this figure yet, but since I have just cracked him out of the packaging for the video with Dormammu, I will be getting into a Doctor Strange themed week of videos, or a day of like at least 3 or 4 Doctor Strange figures, since I have like so many of them now. I went from having like 1 or 2 Doctor Stranges, now I have like 8, because I ordered a bunch of them last year during the Pulse Days or Premium Pulse Days or whatever during the summertime, so I have like a bunch of Doctor Stranges just stacked up inside their packaging. But yeah, you guys see how they look together. The Sorcerer Supreme and the Ruler of the Dark Dimension. Nice. Look very nice together. And as far as accessories goes, he comes with quite a few hands here. He has a set of down to business hands, fist hands. He has a set of clutching / grip hands. And he has a set of trigger hands, which is weird. I don't think Dormammu would be using a pistol, if I'm not mistaken, but he does have a pair of pistol hands with dice rolling function or motion on the peg right there. So yeah, it's strange, but he is of course Doctor Strange villain, so I mean, can't put it past him. And he also has these 2 flame effects. One he already has on his hand right there, and he has this kind of like loose piece right here. I guess his framer that kind of goes on his face, but you can't unpeg from this little hole beneath his chin right here. It's a weird design, I think, that he has that you can just, but you can't just plug it back in. And it kind of just sits there on his face. And he does come with, as far as Build-A-Figure pieces, he comes with the left arm of Zemnu. There's a big, long, bulky hand right there. I guess some controls right there in his palm. But yeah. And that's all he has in the way of accessories. Let's go ahead and take his flame effect out of his hand right here. Push all that to the side. Let's get down to brass tacks and see what this guy can do. One thing I would note is I kind of feel like it was just a little bit lazy on Hasbro's part to utilize the same body mold twice in a certain wave, or one particular wave, because as you guys can see, he is completely reusing the Red Skull body, except for like the boots and like the little this part of the wrist right here. And of course the waistband is different, and of course the head is different, but underneath all of that is the same body mold as the Red Skull, which is kind of, I mean, it works. They both look like completely different characters, but you know, I feel like, you know, if you're gonna use the same, you know, well, generally I just feel like it's kind of a little bit, you know, like they're trying to save money and ideas and like, you know, sculpting and whatnot. If we're just gonna recycle the same body in the same way with different characters. So yeah, kind of different there. But yeah, anyway, overall he does look pretty good though. Nice clean purplish paint going all the way through. Nice menacing looking face with the framer right there and the flame effects right there. I guess he call it his hair. Kind of like a bit of a Ghost Rider effect going with the flames. Probably did utilize the same head sculpt. No, it's a little bit bigger. Looking at my retro card Ghost Rider that I just got, the hair flame effect is different on the back of the heads. So yeah, it is different. So yeah, they didn't skimp out right there. Anyway, loose piece of plastic right here, soft pliable plastic right there for the shoulder piece. Head can move side to side, of course. Don't get a whole lot of range right there because of the big flame effect hair deal he has on the back of his head. Can look down a little bit. Get a little bit of head tilt right there. I do believe he has these individual neck joint right there. Yeah, he does, from what I can see. So yeah, the neck joint is independent of the head and the shoulders. Put a little face framer back in right there in the peg part. So yeah, get a decent side to side right there. Pretty much same motion right there in the rest of his head. Articulation, of course, is pretty much the same as the Red Skull. If you guys seen that video, you can't move up that far to the side. They go all the way around. But you have to kind of work it around the soft plastic up here. Bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. They've been in very far. That's nice. Wrist swivel with back and forth motion on this hand. As I mentioned, the gun hands have the dice rolling motion. He has an ab crunch that moves back that far, crunches forward that far. Waist cut. Legs kick out to the sides that far. So pretty nice. Kicks forward that far. Just starts to kind of like Y out just a little bit, like the Red Skull figure. Kicks back about that much. Upper thigh cut. Double joint knees that bend in very far. And get that loose for you guys so you can see it. There we go. So yeah, nice range right there. Has a boot cut. Ankle pivot. Hold on. There we go. With up and down motion of the feet. If I can. There we go. Very tight overall, my figure. But yeah. So yeah, pretty cool figure. Looks awesome besides your Doctor Strange figure and whatnot, or whatever Doctor Strange you want him to be beside. Definitely feels like he captures the Dormamu essence. I'm sad that I did miss out on the Build-A-Figure Dormamu from back in the day, like a few years ago, the big giant one. Definitely would look more menacing or imposing besides my Doctor Strange figure. But yeah, can't complain other than that. Oops. Come on, Steven. You're embarrassing me in front of you, the wizards. Anyway, as always, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I think I paid, I think I paid maybe like 16 bucks, 16 or 17 bucks for this guy. But yeah, as always, guys, I appreciate you guys stopping by, taking a look at my videos. I'm getting ready to trying to get off the ground here and everything. I appreciate you guys for everything, all you guys' support so far. And yeah, guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.